Friday. Actually, this week went really quick. Like, super quick. I hope it doesn't keep like this. I still have to do Christmas shopping. Anyways. Welcome to stream. Hello, OC. How's it going? Wonderful face. If I remember right, last time I was on, I was doing some of the prep work. To figure out like the setup. I don't know. It seems I'm gonna change a couple things here. For one, I think this is, by zooming through it, just looks plain. So I'm gonna see if, for one, this is also, there's the camera here is moving two different directions. It goes from moving from left to right to then up or down to up, and I don't want that. That works, because at least it maintains partially the same direction. Because you want to keep people like constantly being whipped around if you're gonna do that. I just really do not like doing like stationary shots like this, because I feel like everything. Because like with an actual camera, you're gonna get some imperfections, but with these, it's just like perfectly straight. It always feels a little bit more alive if everything's moving. I think I just got to utilize shaky cam a little bit more though too, because that's what a lot of places do if they're trying to make it look like a realistic angle.
For a rocket navigation system, but I need your help. Rocket science! Woo! It's just surgery! Oh!
Okay, that's where I was. I was going to look for sciencey equipment. That's what I was going to do. Okay, first off, I changed some things in these other shots. Okay, so I don't actually have to worry about the connectivity between those.
Headshot surgery! Ho! Oh.
Okay, so I need sciencey moving stuff. So the problem is there's really nothing out there that already, because if you want to have it move, you either have to build the machinery or find it pre-built, and there's not much pre-built like moving machinery. There's got to be some kind of machines in terms of TF2 for their bot stuff. It's probably under bot though. Because they have all these little... There are some of these that have sequences. We might be able to utilize some of them. What's this? Huh. I was originally trying to think of like a machine of some sort to put him in. That actually could have worked. Because with the glass and everything, that's actually pretty neat. Might need to remember that's there. Oh, and there's the assembler putting them together too. Huh. That's cool. Is that? Oh, it's bot assembly. That's what I was finding. There's got to be other machine type things on Portal 2 though. That's just more ball bot, like flags and stuff. Why did I download? Oh, it's in Face Movie. Okay. I'm so happy. Yeah, it's also fighting bottom, bottle. Just looking for the actual bots, because they were shaking machines, but now I'm kind of curious where. Let's just take Portal 2. Let's see if we can find anything on there. Like, what's that? Oh, I think it's destruction. Oh, yeah, it's just falling. Let's smash. It's kind of fascinating to look through some of these. Like, you think that the physics works all amazingly well and it's all automated, but no, it's not. They just have a really good system for pre-rendering it and then loading it in. Like this. This could be actually pretty useful. Does that land on a flat surface? Yeah. Kind of like splats, but do mayhem? And lately, that's just a simple platform, and it has 16 different animations for tearing it apart. Well, I was hoping that one would have one. That'd be great. I think this one actually, this was the, I use this for the door short, so the actual animation for its movement, or at least its base movement, oh, subsonic, was from this. And then I went and added the extra animation to make it spin. Oh, and to make it so that I think I removed that super spin so that it grabbed from the side. Wait, no, it did grab her like that. It's like robot arms, but nothing that's just like working machinery type stuff. What the hell? Okay. I'm curious what that is, but we'll go with all right. That's collapse apparently. It moves like an inch. Come on, portal. Don't let me down. Give me some good stuff. That's at the beginning. Okay, continue ride, no. Effects, no. Elevator. Ooh. That might actually work. So the blades, and that actually might work. Let's try this. So this is elevator co-op main. I should have actually looked where it physically was. Man, I want to remember where I was when I was scrolling. Okay, we'll do this one. And then I need the trim too. Okay. Okay, so this is the main, so for those, does it not actually go in it? I thought it might have went on the inside. Even if it doesn't, I'm gonna make it go on the inside. Okay, so this needs to rotate 90. Nope. 90. Nope. 90. There we go. How do I want it to spin up, though? Because I have that. Oh So it's a slow spin, but that's pathetic. Spin. Oh, wind up. Oh, that's a slow wind up though. But the start is what where I need that, so I will work with it. So we'll do out, in, make that a lot quicker. Okay, and then I want it to continue to spin at the same speed. I'm going to choose a couple seconds, so it's probably not even going to be that. Alright, so what rotation is going this way? It's not going to show me a line. Okay, too fast. Still too fast. Oh yeah, I can't do that. Okay, so how many? That's 3 times around. It's actually really close. So just take that little edger here. Okay, we're gonna lock this back. There's this stuff in the way. I thought that was empty-ish. I guess I can always do that. I go a little bigger. Hello, Kel-chan. See if there's anything else that goes along with this. I think not, because I think that this is made to be fully encompassed by something. Oh, what is that? Ooh. Oh. Okay, does that go somewhere in it? Or is that just a copy of what was already there? I think it's just a copy of what's already there. Yep. Actually, I want to try something. I'm curious now about like having it be like moving in opposite direction or something. It's more motion that doesn't make any sense but looks cool. Okay, so the blades right now are starting about here and here. Late evening. It's only like 6:30. It's not late. Night's just begun. Okay, that might have spun up still a little faster than I want. Okay, what is the motion blur look like on this? pretty good right now. Because I was thinking about making it go faster, but if I make it go faster, the motion blur is just going to make it unseeable. No, there's no lap for you. No lap. Doesn't matter, I can tell Kitty as much as I want, even before it's way on. Yep, hello. Hello, Kitty. My sister is out, so Kitty wants attention. Yes. Okay, cat, mouse is right there though. I have to get to that. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna put my arm under your head. Okay. Have Kitty. Okay, so this is the spinning fan. Let's call this let's call it outer spin. Oh, there's noises outside. Now Kitty is interested. You gonna go get listen, or what are you doing? Okay, I thought. Oh, I had the wrong selected. Huh. Oh. No. There's one of you. But yeah, this one, the blades are not locked to anything. Okay, was that to it? Yes. Is gonna make me scale this. I don't always like scaling the animation because it might not give the effect you want. Okay, you good? Nope, you're just you just needed to adjust. Yes, now I got. He's trying to look what I'm doing. Apparently, you're not going to find any room. I need to work here, cat. Hi. Yes, yes. No, I can't adjust for you. There, I just hold there. Okay, that's all you wanted apparently. So you're getting. Alright, now where do I put this fan? Yes, I made the bed for you. Quit laying in the hole. Could put it on the ceiling. And then in terms of like that centerpiece, because I don't want just the ceiling there. It's like artificially lit, which I guess is fine, but I will have to add extra lights to make it work then. So that center bit, we could either put another fan in there, because it wouldn't be too hard to just go copy, paste, oh, there's a bar right there. I can't make it too small. Or I can make it too big. And then this one, have this one actually spin faster. More than that. And either have this one start before or after the other one. Actually, it might work to do have the inner one start pretty quick, now this one start really slow. Do it different. Hello. Okay, this one still seems like it's starting very fast. So I'm just going to stretch it out. No, I can't do it that way. Let's do it this way. Just gonna make sure it's consistent. Thought I saw a skip. Sometimes it's hard to tell. It may look like a skip. No, I think it's fine. It's an optical illusion, I think. Okay, so that'd be that starting. What to do in the middle bit? I could have some kind of spot that glows. Let's see if... Well, if that's the case, I actually can just use a light. If you ever don't know where your model went, then you're like, oh, I can't find it. If you hit V, it automatically jumps your viewport to the model. Comes in handy. I made that. Okay, I made it infinitely small. Don't want that. Okay. Some of my very first ones those are years ago. So we need to cover the hole, but I don't want to be visible past it. But I'm going to be looking straight at it. So, and it's not even going to matter. This is essentially going to be this. But yeah, it'll be that one. But I need to make sure that this is one that I can actually light. And it is currently not. Oh, yeah, there's a lot to that one though, because I spent, well, did I actually delete it? Yeah, I did. I had a lot of streams on that one. It's actually fun. Actually, I probably don't need to go in there. I like going back in some of those streams, though, and watching bits, because I can't remember anything from when I did them. Spots, that was it. So it's like watching kind of fresh. Oh yeah. For some reason I've been unable to, because if I go to change notepad, okay, doesn't change it. That's weird. There, now it works. I don't know if the black texture, if it's going to be an issue though. Yeah, I might need to go with like with the gray one maybe. Because it's so black, I mean, how do you light it? Oh, the gray one already is. Oh. It should be that one. Oh. Is that what I want? Still won't light. There we go. So did this work? The black, and I just thought it didn't because I had to flip it. Nope, not gonna work no matter what. So it's gonna have to go with the gray. It does look like the lights up here. Okay, so I want the what is he's outside there now? I want this light locked to the same position as the transform for this one, but only the X and Y. Didn't move. Where did I go? Yeah, lights don't work that way. I did something wrong there. Okay. That should be, therefore, it's perfectly, no, it's not perfectly underneath. Oh, no, nope, it maybe is. I can't actually aim something 100% up or 100% down. Now it's 100% up. I have to manually tell it to. Okay. And I thought I aimed it 100% up. You gotta be stupid. It shows I'm pointing straight up. And then why are you pointed over there? You have to unlock it first. Okay, that's why I was being stupid. Alright, it says that that's perfectly up and down. It's the 89 that's perfect? That's weird. Whatever, as long as it works. Okay, so I can make a center light now. I don't have shadow on either. Then what do I do with that? Okay, so a light is lighting it in some way. I don't want to modify a light without cutting this down, so ring lights. Oh, that one. Okay, well, I don't want any of these because I don't want anything messing with it. Alright, so there's these little 4 lights on the side. So I want to get rid of those. Or not get rid of those, add to those. Because technically they are supplying some kind of light. I wonder if... So I'm going to say a light's coming from this direction. Okay, it's not. Coming from that direction. No, well, this one, the one that the circle's in, no. It is a plate that can be. I just disabled it. It's using the simpler but less flexible version of it, which is changing just how the texture works from its type. From unlit utilizes no lighting for the map and sits at max brightness, ignoring all lighting. Well, vertex lit requires that lights it. But the actual model itself, though, has a couple actual lights that are like those ones are actually the texture, making it look like there's a light there when there actually isn't. But because of that, I might as well make use of it. Ooh, I did not do that light right. Well, the green number, that's just... I'm really lazy about shutting that off. It's just NVIDIA. It's telling me that that's running at, like, 1,200 frames a second when it is not running at 1,200 frames a second. I'm thinking that the preview window itself is updating that fast, but SFM's underlying frame rate that it is processing it at is not that high. I'm just... Turning it on and off is annoying. I like keeping track of it so I can tell during games how my performance is. Probably gonna crash before I get it. My library's too big. Come on. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. There it is. Might need to... Oh, yeah. I've been meaning to put more stuff on Wallpaper Engine. I put those on there a long time ago because it was great. But then I kind of stopped putzing with it. I definitely should, though. It's an interesting program. Where's my... You see the light spreading? Oh. Probably be easier if I do that. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, so this is not going to work like that. Well, the main reason I crash isn't because of like too much processing or whatever. It's because I've been doing this for so long now that I built up so many models that SFM can only handle so much stuff in your library, and I have gotten to the point where any single library of a type has enough that any other library loaded with it will crash it. And so there's the sound library and the model library and the texture library. So I already went and loaded the model library. That's when I opened the models and it just indexed them all. So if I open up the Gobo one, that's opening up the texture library. So if that goes for long enough, it'll crash it. So that's why normally if I'm going to open up any of those screens, I save it beforehand. I'm just in a habit now because it's going to crash. My only option for fixing that is to remove models, but then I'm losing versatility. So I'm just like, whatever. I actually had at one point that I had so many models that I literally couldn't open up models because it would just instant crash me. I have since then modified it so that I am able to by disabling certain games. Okay. So I don't care about far Z. Let's go as max as possible. I guess 0 works? No. No, it does not. Okay. So the max will just go up to what's needed. Minimum needs to be dropped to the absolute maximum that I can utilize. Drop that again. Okay. And I'm gonna play with that min some more. Oh, I have shadows turned on. Now it's just going to be finding this little gap in here. Let's see, I can see the ring of the texture. Oh, I think I know. I just have to expand it a little bit. Yeah, actually I haven't really had any extra crashing because of Windows 10. A couple weeks ago, the week of Thanksgiving, Monday, I bought a bunch of new parts, but my processor was 6 years old, and along with my motherboard and my RAM, and nothing nowadays supported Windows 7 anymore if I wanted to go, because I wanted to go to the 9th gen. So when I got the upgraded parts, because to do the processor, no motherboards was supported with the 9th gen on my current, so I had I couldn't use my current motherboard for the new gen, so I had to get a new motherboard, and then I was still using DDR3 RAM, so I went to DDR4 RAM. So it was I had an overhaul and just kind of did everything. But I like the new parts. I need to see how this is, or what this is spreading out the head. Because this is still, the ring's hitting on the inside here, and I don't want that. I want it just on the outside. But then it's actually going to spread out past the edge. I know what the issue is. I want it to cast a shadow through the blades, but if I do that, I have to put it low enough that it's going to burn through the bit here because of how close, because I have to put it before the blade, so I put it right here. But if I put it right here, or I'd have to find this teeny little spot. Can I find that spot? Maybe. I might be able to find it. Let's go to 850. I need to get this as tight of a window as possible. Okay, so I need to get right in there. Let's see if I can do that. Ah, it didn't work as I thought it would. Oh wait, no, I have shadows on. Yeah, but I don't like that. Windows 7 will be updated. It's just that you have to pay for it, and there's really no options out there for non-business. Looks like if I want an actual like sharp shadow, I have to do it there. Because I don't think I can actually... I think other things are blocking it up to that point. It's at this point that it just starts to cut through. Okay, those shadows are being cast by other things, so I can't utilize that. Well, in a way, that would actually work, because I'm not going to be able to utilize much lighting through there. Why is it that I still see a haze there? So I might just keep that. So this is going to be all right. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by. Actually, with how the light is, that doesn't actually make much sense. I wonder if instead just made like a super tight one here. This makes sense of the direction. Not really. Oh, I just realized why this was being stupid. Or these ones. There we go. Still kind of being weird, but at least not as weird. Actually, I wonder if it's almost better with the dark background, or with it being dark behind. I think so. I should leave it like that. The thing is this one. Actually could make a neat effect. This starts here, goes to here. That might be too quick. Let's try to there. Think about it, I'm kind of chasing this, aren't I? Actually, that's just about perfect right there. And then have it start at very low intensity. Oh, it starts here now. And have it go from this to 0 as well. Actually, I don't think this one was done right. It just looks techie. Probably move it forward a little bit though. And actually this probably have it actually move like that. Oh. Probably should move all of it though. Doesn't look electricity enough. A little green in there. That looks better. A little bit of my intensity. It might be too bright then. Where it hits intensity 0 right here, right there. It's technically goes till that point. At that point, just play headed because nothing else matters. Okay, and then like a couple of frames after that, we'll just take this. We'll move it a little more this way. Maybe maybe just a single bit to get it going, and then no, it probably didn't work because I actually made it 1 to 300. Whoa. Dr. Smash. It goes pretty good. Spent a lot of time on a fan, but it's an important fan. I think that's why it's not working. I think I need to get this up to higher values. No, I should have seen that coming. I'll give you the fan joke. I think no matter what I do, I have to deal with the center bits. I can increase the outer thing a bit, but I'm just going to get some weird bits in there because it really wants to show through. I wonder if the filter size increase. It didn't really help that much. Well, that could kind of work. Just trying to find some more general type lighting. I think that could actually work. Okay, the way the light's hitting it is just because of the way that they're textured. What if I remove that environment type mapping? It's probably going to look even worse. Light is powerful enough. Does it show on other objects anyway, even though it's hidden? If an object is like, if the texture is alphaed out, so like if you override it and add an alpha so that it technically says that it has 0 opacity, there's nothing you can do to show it. Light's not going to help. It will still cast a shadow, strangely enough, but it will not. Light cannot interact with it. I actually had the issue with when you do some opacity type stuff. If you use it in SFM, it can get awkward doing transparencies, but in post I had issues where you can light something normal brightness, but then if you make it like half opacity, like in post, doing dual renders, overlapping them, and then making the one slightly invisible, no matter how bright you make it, it's hard to make it look match with everything else. I had to double the brightness of the actual textures on the models for some, just to make it so that the opacity to that, just so that when you put the half opacity on there, it balanced out to make it look like it was normal brightness. That was with Remembrance. But one of the annoying things with the lights is there is, and I had to find one with ponies in it. Right here. So if I shut all the lights off here, there is an interesting feature with lights. So this is a standard light. Oh, it's in the group. Okay, so this is a standard light, and how the light works is that it has a determined value that says how the brightness is to fall off from the base. So it might actually work better if I do it in the air here. So it's saying that as the light travels away from its base, how do you want it to dim? And there's 3 different settings for that. That's what this attenuation settings are. And it already has it set to quadratic attenuation. And by setting it higher or lower, you're playing with that curve. So what quadratic means is that it's like the light itself has a base value right at its point where it's the light's emitting, and the further it gets from there, it starts dropping logarithmically. So for every like 1 foot, it will double, or it'll lose half its brightness. And then it goes another foot, it'll lose another half. So now it's at 1/4. So it drops the brightness really, really quick. It makes it so that you have a light that's very strong at the beginning, and then as it travels out, it gets weaker. You can kind of see that. And I'm gonna just make sure I don't lose that effect. I'm going to put this up. So that's why it's really bright right here. I mean, that's volumetrics also will stack a little easier from that. But let me shine at the ground too. There we go. So even here you can see the light is much brighter at the base than it is further out. But if I drop this to 0, it's nothing. And if I put it all the way to the max, it's just kind of... I'm not sure how that part offsets it, but whatever. So you can actually change... no, I just had some caffeine here, and I had a coffee earlier. I've reduced my caffeine. I haven't eliminated it. I only have a small coffee over now. For now. But so if I drop this quadratic all the way, it allows me to utilize some of these other attenuations. So this one is linear, and I'm just going to put it at 50. So linear means instead of having a quick drop, it's a consistent drop all the way from beginning to end. The thing with that is that before it was super, super bright at its base, and it was dropping fast, meaning that it would get dimmer further away. But now that it's dropping a consistent base, everything is bright, much brighter further away, because it's not having that quick drop. So the light itself is the same brightness. It's just that brightness is traveling further. So if you do a linear attenuation, you have to drop down your brightness. But the benefits of that are you get a lighting that instead of having it quickly dim, you're getting a much much more even brightness over the distance. You can kind of see that it's still brighter here, but it's much more consistent change over time. Then there's this one. There's only one value for it, so doesn't matter what the slider is, and that states to have the brightness be equal for the entire distance. So the brightness of the light at its base is the same as its brightness at its distance, further away. The reason it fades at the edge isn't because the light is fading at the edges. That is because, and actually, if I turn on Uber. There. Now you can see it still fades at the edges, but the actual light itself has fading on the edges. It's made to be a round looking light. You can just see the texture that or the shape that it is by pointing at the ground. This is the shape of the actual texture that the light has. So having if I were to load up a different texture, if you want to see something weird, I don't know if I might have to actually make one, because I don't know where to find one. Is if you make a texture that has no clamps and is literally just a white block, you get some interesting effects. Especially with constant. Linear is kind of more realistic, but the reason I'm showing this is because there's a reason that you have to be careful with it. And there's a reason that I don't use constant. Come on. It's really chugging hard to open Photoshop. There it goes. Or not. Thought I had it open, but then apparently it wasn't. If I can't, I have another way to do it. Well, let's see if I can just find one for it. It's probably going to crash before I can. Okay. Then we need to make sure our actually, no, these probably don't even matter. Nope, they do. Okay, so it's lighting in chunks because of how the horizontal field of view is. But if you actually put these to max, well, you can actually even just see. No, this one has to be clamped. Let me see if I can figure out where this is. This is what I wanted to do in Photoshop. There we go. Okay. Because if I make my own, I can guarantee it. Actually, that's exactly what I want. Okay. Okay, so I'll make sure no clamps, no nothing. Oh, that's not what I wanted to go. This way. Is that going to be the same thing? Okay, so it's essentially casting this light in all directions infinitely. So it's not, even though I have it only going down a small section in front, it's technically repeating that in all directions infinitely, only being restricted by some of these horizontal field of views and stuff. So if I actually put these things, I think I can crash at 180. It's either a crash at 180 or I can't go past 180. So yeah, constant. Woo, woo. And actually I can use this one as a good example. So, well, that's kind of a cool effect. It's neat, the imperfections in the texture causing weird little bits because it's just stretching that texture so much. But anyway, so if I go into here, so yeah, everything is like perfectly lit, whatever, but you have this problem. The eyes on the ponies will take in light differently than other things. So when I change these to a constant, the eyes take in the light in a different way. I'm thinking they're still looking at the distance that's passed or something. So constant will explode the brightness of an eye on a pony. Like, so I'm going to, just to make this visible, I'm going to drop this down to 10. Still can't. Let's just drop it down to 0.1. Okay. Let's go down another level. Okay. So to get it to the eyes being the normal brightness, I was at 0.002 intensity. So it can be actually nice for the eyes though, because let's say you wanted to light the eyes, if that other method didn't work, which is with the eyes, if you by doing the inverted cut on cut off, you technically could in a way light the eyes using a light that was so light that nothing else was going to be touched by it, but that's why constant's difficult. And you could be like, well, let's just let's see here, that's a little bit overdone. I think this, yeah, so this one, even though, like even here, I am no longer they're out of the light. They're like at the edge of it, but they're still so bright that they're still just blowing up. So yeah, I've used constant before for some shots, but anytime I've used it, I've had to be super careful as to where I'm aiming it and who I'm aiming it at, because as soon as I hit the eyes in any way, even from the backside, it'll just make them like erupt into the sun. It's weird, and it kind of annoying, but the other way around is that, let's say this did work perfectly fine, it was probably because the eyes are being ignored by the lights a little bit, and if they're being ignored by the lights, then you're going to have to deal with the difficulty with lighting the eyes at all, because right now there's that cheater way to make it so, like, with these eyes, as long as shadows isn't on, and it's not, if you take an invert cut on, a cut off, so instead of having it the cut on before the cut off, you put the cut on after the cut off, you effectively make the light invisible, but eyes ignore the cut on, cut off values, so you're able to light eyes separate from other models, which is super useful. So if I had to choose between this being annoying or the other thing not being possible, I'd rather choose this being annoying. So if you want to get something super trippy, so let's this has actually made me motion sick, so let's see what we can do here. Why is my light all of a sudden really weird? Oh. Okay. So right now it's interesting because it's a big square. But what if this was textured? Yeah, in a way, like layers. So let's go and let's change this texture a little bit. So let's do, it really doesn't matter what it is. Let's do, I want to find one that's a little darker. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is why this always weirds me the fuck out, is because it's giving an artificial horizon. So if I move this, you can kind of see, I can't really expand that too much more. Can I expand this? Kind of. But because you can kind of see, so if I shut these lights off, you can see this is what my ground is right now. But as soon as I turn the lights on, the horizon changes to something else. And so when I go to move the camera, it's constantly shifting what is up and down, and it gets so it's like trying to deal with like a black hole. Because it's like, oh, this is straight, I'll just go straight. And then you're like, oh, that was really fast. What if I go to the right? No, now I'm spinning. It's super fucking trippy. But yeah, and the thing is I am super susceptible to vertigo. It's so, like, stuff like that doesn't, like, I'm so bad when it comes to vertigo stuff. If I'm scrolling a website and I get to the bottom, but I legitimately thought that it was supposed to go more, I will get vertigo. It's really weird. Because my brain was saying that there should have been movement, but there wasn't, and that conflict of information literally will make me slightly nauseous. So even just this is really, really making me queasy. But the reason for this, and the reason that it does this, is because on a texture, there's a whole bunch of these different values, and what it's saying is that this texture is just set to repeat infinitely in all directions. So when you give it to a light, and that works on a model. You want it on a model to keep repeating as far as needed, but on a light, it's projecting it without any physical limits. So it's just going to repeat it forever in whatever direction. To make it so that it doesn't do that, you have to clamp the edges. And so that's essentially by just going here and clicking all these ones that say clamp. That will take your texture and you will bring it down just to that one small little bit. But if you're using a texture like this one, that you don't want it to go infinite in all directions like that, you can go and utilize the width and height on an Uber light and just bring those down. Like that. And there you go. You get your light. You can see if I increase the width again, I can start seeing it spread out again. No, I'm not keeping that on. No, when I get vertigo, it's really hard for me to it can take me forever to get back to 100%. I still feel queasy. So, no challenge mode for that. It's one of the reasons, like VR games, I have a VR, but I can't play VR games that have motion beyond what I can control. I am perfectly fine playing the ones that are like throw, where you move yourself through throwing, or stationary. But if it comes down to motion that is being done that I am not a part of, I will get nauseous really, really quick. Yeah, I can definitely see there being uses in it. For sure. I just haven't played around with it enough to try to find any good useful ones. Or at least the usefulness of it is so few and far between that there's other methods that I just do anyway. Anyways, back to fan. So I'm gonna go back to this center light. So is this one? What is this one doing? Oh, wrong shot. Okay, this is that. Ooh. That kind of looks cool just like that. I'm going to have it go from that to this. So that's going to be... Oof. Okay, so when this pulse goes out, I want to have it be that that one was a part of it. Kitty is very comfortable. My sister's out, so I want to take pictures and send to Cat. Send her cat for... Okay, I will send her that later. Okay, well that was perfect timing. Okay, I want to also have it be that at this point it's a little bit of a tighter. Actually, you know what? No. No, I will do it like this. Oh no, that's not going to work either. I think that's too quick. Okay. And then that inner ring, this one, I guess on and off isn't as useful as just looking at the brightness. Kind of. So I don't want this one. I want... Well, actually, you know what? That mine might work. I'm going to keep this, but as it goes, I'm going to have it increase the blue. No, and I really can't even do that because if I do, it's gonna get rid of that little dark ring around there. Can I expand this a little bit? I can try to do that. I'm going to preemptively restart it because I need to get to the audio. Hello, Michael and/or Denise.
Oh. Ho.
Just realized that I have some of this, which is dialogue, in the wrong spot. So I want to add track sound. This would be sound effects.
Squishy! Yeah!
I got music playing. It's a little bit quieter right now. Let's switch to another one. Okay, so I need to switch.
All units, switch comm to TAC 3.
No.
Come on, Gordon. Let's go find the power switch.
That'd be funny just to run.
Can you see it anywhere? I can't see it anywhere.
I was hoping for something. I think that's going to be the best.
Ho. Ho. Ho.
No, I think I wanted something like deeper and bassier. So I think this one would work. CC Kitty. I probably can't. Oh no, I'm actually on the arm, so I can't actually. Oh, that's weird. So I can't actually grab it, but. Kitty hears something outside the door, so.
Surgery! Ho! 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 Surgery! Ho!
And then I want some kind of a power sound. Is that better for the audio? Or do you want me to turn up the music a bit more? I can definitely do that. Actually, that would turn up every sound effect, so I'm just going to turn up the music. It just depends on the song.
All units switch comm to TAC 3.
Nope.
All units switch comm to TAC 5 and report into command point.
No, you said TAC 3, now it's TAC 5. Jesus Christ. We want so power. That's kind of a good power ambient loop. Some of those work, but I don't know, because I need to switch to something else, if it would continue to work. Actually, this one might work even for the Switch. Yes. Oh, you did get three-way. Okay. Wonder if I should have this one extended. Literally just keeps powering up. Anyways, it's been like a day. Are you guys alive? Okay. I like that one. I want that just to like randomly play whenever like I put something in the microwave and it's like, you have achieved food. Congratulations.
Fantastic job, Gordon.
To complete this test, very good.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's perfect. Okay, so if it cuts right here, you cut the fan audio here. Hold on, I need to do something here.
Squishy! Squishy! Yeah!
There we go. That just won't get old. Okay, that's a little too quick. Oh, not fade time. Oh, it's not the same. Actually, I know how to make this work even better. Oh, hold on. Dr. Hooves is dead. There he is. Turkey's alive. Whatever, doing it the lazy way. That didn't work too. Oh, see, I'm doing Doctor Who's. Ah. Did it again. I should be happy for a while here. There we go. The audio is off. Need the audio when it lifts. Do that. There we go.
Squishy! Yeah!
Oh, that was just something so stupid. Go away, Squishy. We don't need you. That can be used for everything. It is the gender swap mallet omatic. Ah, okay. I thought that was gonna happen. I'm curious what I lost. I didn't want to save it, so I hadn't saved it for a little bit. But it didn't matter. I really wasn't doing anything important. Hello. I wonder if it saves any of that. It did. Okay. I need to get rid of that. Alright, I'm sorry, Derpy, but you have to die now.
Squishy! Yeah! Squishy! Yeah! Yeah!
Actually, you know what? I might use that audio because once it gets squashed and the brain's there, I could actually put that in as just a like a very slight kind of sound effect. I'm gonna put the volume low though.
Yeah!
I can actually kind of do this one. I keep thinking this is Brian. I wonder how I want to actually squishy him. I'm kind of curious on that now. So, because he starts getting hit here. So it's from here. Oh, no, wait. Where's the frame? Oh. There is none. Because the frames are the only thing that actually matter. This is previewing at 20 frames per second, so I think it actually still looks good like that. But if that's the case, he has one frame of being in existence. So what do I want that one frame to do? I'll have to play with the lighting a little bit. Another reason that transitions is because this is only going to render what's on the frames, and that's it. So I only actually need to render that one. The motion blur will take into effect here, so it will show him partially shrinking down to that size. And that's what I want, but after that, I really don't need it. So he's just gonna get crushed anyway. Yeah, they're coming. I'll go with that. That's what he gets for being him. Actually, I probably want to put it at the base. Yeah, like that. It was better when he became derpy.
Squishy! Yeah! Squishy! Yeah! Squishy! Squishy! Yeah! Squishy! Yeah!
That's so stupid. I love it. There's still going to be other ones that added in here, like other sciencey stuff. I'm just having fun going to this. Baseball montage. Yep. I thought there was something else with that. I think the best position for the camera at this point. Because having a jump right from that,
Now grab the brain.
I felt works the best.
Now grab the brain. Now grab the brain. You gotta.
Oh, I thought that was like exactly the length. I was like, that's weird.
Now grab the brain.
Because I don't want to shift them around too much here. She was over here, so having it be that she's over here in some way would be nice. I could maybe put something over here. So that it makes sense, or because I just think this looks blank. Having Oh, hello, Eva. Or Ava. That reminds me that they have Evangelion coming back to, or coming to Netflix soon. Was that where it came from? I can't think of too much else that would be a reference like that. Oh, okay. Always a goodie, except for like the last two episodes, which are kind of weird. Yay! Yeah.
Now grab the brain.
I had an idea and my brain kind of went with it for a little bit, and he's just like the fuck. Remember when my brain runs off an idea, I can get just like completely zoned out. No, so I was thinking about having her kind of like be here, I think. Where's my lens at? That seems like a 35. Yeah. I might play with it a little bit, but I think for now I'm going to leave it as it is.
Now grab. Now grab the brain. Now grab the brain. Now grab the. Now grab the brain. Now grab the. Now grab the brain. Now grab the brain. Okay. Hey. Hey. Grab the brain.
Yeah, I haven't watched the other type ending.
Squishy! Yeah! Now grab the brain! I got an idea for a rocket navigation system, but I need your help. Rocket science! Woo! Headshot surgery! Oh!
I might actually take... The fan is in this one, but not this one. Ugh. Copying the fan to this one's gonna be a bitch. Because I might be able to put it on the ceiling so at least it's partially visible and have it be a connecting element between the two shots. Oh, nice. Hopefully a paid internship. Money is good. To me, unpaid internships are stupid. Come do free work for us.
Squishy! Yeah!
So I definitely going to add more montage bits because I want to have it probably zoom in on him and her at least once during the bits and have them do something. Database related things, that's kind of cool. Cool. I actually deal with a I haven't dealt with them directly, but I work right next to a group from DMR, which is Data Migration Resources, I think is the name of the company. They fly in every week to help with the transfer of data from one of our systems to the other. But they're like just database experts. There's like 12 different companies working at my building right now to try to help with everything. But at work, we're in the middle of a system transition for ERP from a old system to a SAP, and it's been a work in progress for over a year. Originally was supposed to go live in 1 week, but that was delayed for another 3 months, or was delayed 3 months. So that, what was it, 2 months? 3 months. Yeah. It was delayed until early February. At that, dates are weird. But, yeah. Well, the SAP isn't the issue. It's all these edge systems that popped up to try to make it work. I was pushed into being an admin for one of the edge systems. Admin and semi in charge of the transition of other locations to that system. So, though technically I'm not in IT, so it's kind of been weird. Epicor? Okay, yeah, I've seen that name a lot. What was I kind of done on here? I got a couple minutes, and anything else would be lots and lots of planning. No, but no, I hope it works out for you. It's good paying industry, so no shortage of funds coming in, which is good. Especially like when it comes to the company transition, so like us moving from the one system to another, we're so far into the project now that they're essentially willing to dump any money needed to make it work and make it finish. They just, like, by extending it by a few months, that project cost the company $1 million a month, and they extended it by 3 months, so they essentially just wrote off $3 million. So yeah, I mean, it's 9 o'clock. So yeah, it's just been interesting for trying to, or when they're like throwing money left and right at some things, but then super stringent on the rest because this project is such a priority. That's just funny. Anyways, thanks for coming. I will be back on Tuesday again. I am actually going to do yeah, once you get far enough into a project, no, I always forget to do this last minute, so I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to schedule the events for next week. However many people use this. For the people that actually utilize this, does that link actually help at all? I put the link in the description, I just don't know if it actually does anything. I guess I can always try clicking that link down there. Meow meow. Next Friday is the 7th. Oh, actually, no, I probably am not streaming that Friday, because there's the local Brony group has a event going on. Yeah, I thought so, but no, because if you actually go to this, it has the, well, it's not even a clickable link. Okay, still, it's there, so whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I'll be back Tuesday. I'm gonna go like get coffee or something. I really need something. I'm just falling apart. Anyways, have a good night. See you on Tuesday. Oh yeah, hold on. I still don't have kitty button. With kitty. There you go. Alright, good night all. Bye-bye.